Okay, and this seems to be working this time. Welcome back to the stream. I'm Junchan, and yeah, today we're back doing some Purescript. So let's get right to it. And that will require me to do a little shift right there, and I think this should do it. Okay. So last time, and I think I'll need to reload this. There we go. Last time we were just trying to make our Purescript prototype run in its previous version, and then also migrate to an earlier version of the Commodity QI. In fact, the version that Phil Freeman created, just so that we kick the tires a little bit with our concrete problem, which is wiring a UI to the collaborative, the text, the CRDT, the collaborative text editing CRDT, the chronofold. So let's see. That means going into I believe this place with the space and build and code and experiments, or yes, iOS experiments, I believe, yes. And then from here, browser chronofold. Okay, so I think we were trying to then do some yeah, we're trying to just npm run hs, but that was already not working. And so module not found for isomorphic WS. Isomorphic WS depends on WS, and Hyperswarm Web. I wonder, do we have a particular version? We have 2.1.1. Oh, let's go and check out what we have. Hyperswarm Web. We have an issue. I think we looked at this, but there wasn't. So I think maybe it's isomorphic WS that we want to check out, and cannot find module WS. So isomorphic WS, and cannot find module WS. There we go. I think that's what we want. Mm-hmm. Not helping. Is it just a case of WS not being installed? Okay, so maybe we do need to install WS. So save dev WS. And managers. Yeah, that seems to be it. So now we go back to here, and then we we npm start, I believe. No, npm run dev maybe. No. Npm run parcel. Yeah, not the best. Okay, so let's call this start, since that was my first instinct. Npm start. Right, so npm I minus self-dev, and I think it's parcel, but I'm not sure now. Might be parcel bundler to get the CLI. Parcel bundler. Yarn init, blah, parcel at next. Yeah, no, I think it's just npm self-dev parcel. I think that will work. To be honest, WS is probably a runtime dependency. So let's move that here. Let's see whether npm can work with a package JSON that changes under itself. I am going to check that my my stream is kind of working. Is it working? Check 1 2, check 1 2. Check. Bitrate is really low. And yeah, not so good. Let's go to my back to Twitch, that channel. And see this live and still loading also. Yeah. Not working, it doesn't seem to be. So, well, that sucks, but at least I'm recording it. It says it's excellent now, though. So, what's up? Come on, show me something. OBS, streaming. It's kind of going up and down. Yeah, it doesn't want to show me the preview. Not great, but it's okay, I suppose. And pm start. So parcel, yes. And now server. And I do need to spago build as well, so it might not work. And let's see why it doesn't work, if it's expected, and I don't know. Is it expected? There's a body, there's an index.js, and you're supposed to have an output main, and it's supposed to be displaying something. It's supposed to be displaying some log shows, to be honest, here. So what is up? main.js. That should also output some stuff. We do get swarm. So we do get console.swarm here. Then try to join. Right. So it could be that actually I need to start another window in order for things to connect. And then didn't I try and add some code in order to detect? That might have been in our previous. Replica ID, window location, path name. Yeah. So /2. Well, not that, but /2. And yeah, not really what I would expect still. No new connection. So there is a new connection, and I assume here as well. Yeah. But there's an error right after end, and there's a high. So it's not too bad. It's kind of a little bit working up to a certain point. And yeah, we do get some right after end errors there, which I remember we had in the previous version. And so it's not clear. We do have the high, right? It's when we try to write this socket. So let's Spago build minus the watch. The watch. And oh right, yes, yeah, we didn't compile all the way because we were having this problem in the linked module. Which apparently comes from here, just because I believe we also try to build chronofold, don't we? How does this work? Maybe I need to delete a few things here, because a lot of that stuff potentially is from previous attempts to build, so they might be just needing to be rebuilt. I think we only deleted a part of those build folders last time, and it led us to an error, an error when trying to compile the actual chronofold library, which we're depending on and which we link to as a relative link here. So hopefully this is trying to build chronofold inside our repo, because otherwise I need to also clean up the linked repo. And yeah, so it looks like that's the same error that we had last time, and that looks like that comes from the linked repo. So let's get in there and Purescript chronofold, and then also remove Spago here. And we don't have node modules here, but let's remove PSCI. Maybe we Spago clean. How about that? There's such a thing, right? No. Apparently not. Okay. Well, let's remove PSCI modules. Let's also remove cache. And then let's Spago build, actually, right here. See if we get those same Benchatron errors. And if we do, I'm going to have to add it here. Although I suppose I could, yeah. Oh no, build succeeded, just some warnings. So that's good, I believe. Oh, right. So let's go back to browser chronofold and Spago build again here, but apparently that's not right. And you know what, let's also remove Spago again, because we seem to be referring to something over there still. So Benchatron, do we really need it? And where does it come from? I asked myself that last time. Ah, well, it's right here. So let's remove that. And let's see if we can build. And then let's remove, I suppose, Benchatron from where? Oh no, didn't I? Yes. Okay. So let's do something else. Let's add Purescript chronofold here, and come back, and then let's take a look at what we did with package.dar here. We don't have Benchatron here. but do we really need it? We do for, I suppose, the test of the benchmarks then. Let's search for Benchtron in here. We do have a benchmark file. Since source benchmark. But then we don't override it. We just use the regular version, don't we? Just use the regular version. So let's do that. Let's not override it, which I suppose we are not overriding it anymore because we commented that out, and I can actually just read it, trust in myself, and build. And Spago install, I believe. No. It's not in the package set. Yeah, let's pick the package set from here. How about that? 0.13.8 from 2020. Yeah, we assume that it has to be there, right? Because it's built. So maybe they just removed it from the package set. I mean, that would be the explanation here. And yeah, it is a different one. And the dates 2020 was 7, 2020 01. Yeah, so they would have removed it maybe. Yeah, they did. Strange thing. But I suppose package management is hard. Okay. Okay, that succeeded. We like that. And what does that mean? Oh yes, it means that we get some stuff. And that's good. That's really good. Socket not ready. Yeah, whatever, I suppose. I mean, let's try to make this thing uncommented again. And is that even gonna work? Waiting for next file change. Ah, there we go, finally. And theory, after this rebuilds, parcel is also going to be rebuilding. For just a rebuild, that's a lot of compiling. But okay, and then here, I suppose it's fine because it just thinks, okay, connection, and yeah, we do get that error. Okay, so that's good enough for now. So what we want to do now is to get back to trying and making the second example run, or like we're actually going to rename this main and start moving things. So we'll call this main 2, we'll rename this to main 2 B, and we'll rename main 2 as main, and make sure that it's called main, and then rename that to main 2, And now we'll see if we have enough libraries here to make this compile. Apparently we do. That's a bit sketchy. I'm going to rebuild. Right, for instance, indeed this wouldn't be available. So there we go. Yes, and parent.co. Okay, so that's good. Sketchy it was indeed. So now we go back to finding Purescript React Explorer. And yeah, right, we want pairing. But I think I can, I think I've copied this in our experiment so that it was accessible right here. So maybe in data functor pairing. There we go. That's what we want. So let's copy this here. Now we have data functor pairing, and now we need React DOM. And to get React DOM, we have to do, I suppose, just React DOM, I think. And then Spago install. And yes, and then Spago build. And okay, control command go through trends. And that's right here. So let's actually copy this whole thing again. Paste. And let's go for it. Yes. And a few errors, a non-type component. So that's now sort of cooking. Component, yes. So the code free example. Just need to check our imports. That would be in tests and main, and main component, which comes from React Explorer. And what we want is other things. In fact, we only want React DOM. That's not. That's what we want. And what? Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. And then, yeah, I don't know if I'm using lists, so we can probably list in some. We can probably do without them for this approximation. Okay, an on-type tuple. Yes, yes. Data tuple. Have it. And a no-type effect. Wow, come on. Okay. Have effect. And what do you need? Main foreign. Oh, yeah, right. We're yes, so we need to rename this main2. And you know what, this will be as DOM, because that's what it was. So, attempt at making things work with as DOM. And yeah, we went quite far. It's just the effect system is not what we want. rebuild. And nucleus done has been defensive multiple times. Yes. This domain. Yeah, okay, main 2 was fine. I am backtracking, backpedaling. Okay, so what else do we have here? We do have an error to React. Okay. So not to React, but instead to non-element parent node. No. From just, okay, I think, yeah, it's, no, Elm is getting the element, and then, Elm prime, yes, and Elm prime is passed to render UI. Okay, so that's render UI here. And then the UI itself is equal to UI is gdiff and save create leaf and explore together. And I suppose I might have to do that. I think to React might have been from the older version, or the newer version more precisely. And then it's not together, it's go for example. Then I need in save create leaf element, and that's from React. Then I need data dot maybe. And then I need also React DOM, so I can just call it render now. And this is render UI, and that's it. I think it's just render UI. Is it? Render UI and the node, right? So C, not C2. And throw maybe. Fixed exception, yeah, that sounds good. And there we go. And we need some other things. Right. We need an instance for lazy. Component go free lazy, send wrap free, blah. UI go free lazy. Yeah, so I mean, okay, maybe in the pairing we don't have the lazy instance. Well, let's go check that. Right, where would that be? Cool. Yeah, there we go. Plenty of instances that are commented out. Yes. How's that? Yeah. So I think there's there's something that's related to me sort of hovering in between the past version and the new version. Because I think I prefer the type class way to do things, but this is actually not using the type class way to do things. So I suppose it means that in theory I just have to create an instance for the pair of lazy, and then I'm done. I think that might be right. So, but what is co-lazy? Is it just lazy? I suppose we need to check out Purescript pairing. It must have a lazy instance, right? No. So how does that work? The error message is right. So we want an instance for co-free, not for lazy. So we should have an instance for co-free here, or not. I mean, they don't. But here, co-free, pair co-free. So that should, in theory. Oh. No. Yeah, that's something else. Monad free of co-lazy, co-free lazy. Yeah, I suppose if I go the instance way, then I need to change how I'm calling this. Didn't I do this work already? Let's see. UI, no, UI, test, name. And yeah, with this I did use the pairing instance, and then yeah, so that's the new API. Does you send? And of course there's the free co-free pairing. Yeah, I think I also tried to just replace by identity and it worked, didn't it? Because co-free has a lazy in it. But that was a bit of a question, I remember. So let's see in the log. I actually realized I hadn't even opened the log. And it's not in the recent things. It's sad. But anyway, this is going to be it very shortly, but I suppose it makes sense to update the log before we stop. So let's do that. There we go. And let's duplicate that. And 15th of June. And let's see. Had yeah, pairing. Wrap free to monad free co. Oh yeah, check here. Backtrack and try the same example with the original formulation in Purescript React Explorer. So apparently I didn't want to do that anymore. But yeah, why is there lazy? And try with identity, it works. Okay, puzzlement. So shall we just try that? As a quick, not here, in here. I'm not sure that's going to help us. Plus, we are going to need to, yeah, remove force here. Yeah, just return unit. No, just return A. No, maybe pure A. Pure unit. No. Okay. I thought I did that. Pretty sure I did that before. I visibly haven't committed it anywhere. No. Okay. Well, we got stuff to compile. That's definitely a progress. And then I think I need a little bit of mind space for next time to focus on this type here and identity. So that's what we'll do next time. So let me write this maybe at the beginning. Next time. Get back to using original Purescript React Explorer formulation, and that includes replacing lazy by identity, I think, and finding which instance, whether to use the co formulation or the pairing class. Okay, so that's what we'll do next time. Thanks a lot for watching. I am Junchan, and I'm really happy that you spent some time